Ladies and gentlemen, let me speak to the strength and beauty of a woman who stands alone, not by choice, but by the divine calling that she is fulfilling. A woman without a husband is not a woman less than anyone else. She is a powerful force, a beacon of grace, resilience, and wisdom. Often society places great emphasis on relationships and the idea of having a partner to complete us. But let's remind ourselves today, you, as a woman standing strong, are already complete. You are not defined by your relationship status. You are defined by the value you bring to this world. You are a masterpiece designed with purpose and intention. Being a woman without a husband doesn't make you less. It makes you stronger. It means that you have discovered the power within yourself to stand tall in the face of adversity. You don't need someone to validate your worth. You are worthy because of who you are, not because of who you're with. You've learned that your peace, your joy, and your success come from within. A woman without a husband is often viewed through the lens of society's expectations, where marriage and relationships are seen as the ultimate validation of success. However, it is crucial to understand that her worth is not determined by whether or not she has a husband. She is already whole, already complete, and already worthy no matter her relationship status. Her value lies in who she is as an individual, her inner strength, her resilience, and her capacity to live a life filled with purpose and passion. The idea that a woman is somehow less significant or incomplete without a partner is not only misguided but also unfair. In fact, a woman without a husband is a powerful force in her own right, and she deserves to be celebrated for her strength, independence, and unwavering belief in her own worth. When we think about worth, it's important to challenge the societal standards that tell us our value is tied to external factors, whether it's the relationship we're in, the career we have, or the approval we seek from others. This mindset can lead many women to feel inadequate, especially if they find themselves without a husband. But the truth is that a woman's worth comes from within. It is rooted in her ability to be herself, to stand firm in her own identity, and to live in alignment with her own beliefs, values, and passions. Her life is not diminished by her status or by what others think of her. It is defined by how she chooses to show up in the world, how she decides to live each day with purpose, and how she believes in her own capacity for greatness. A woman without a husband may face unique challenges, but these challenges are not signs of failure. They are opportunities for growth. In the absence of a partner, she is given the space to discover herself in ways that might not be possible within a relationship. She has the opportunity to explore her dreams, refine her goals, and invest in her personal development. It's during this time that a woman often becomes more in tune with her own needs, desires, and aspirations. She learns to listen to her own heart, to trust her instincts, and to embrace the fullness of who she is. This is not a time of loneliness or lack, but a time of flourishing. The period of singlehood can also be a time of healing. For a woman who has faced heartache or disappointment in the past, this time without a husband can provide the space she needs to heal old wounds and to focus on restoring her inner peace. It allows her to process her emotions, to rebuild her confidence, and to rediscover her sense of self-worth. In this process, she comes to realize that she does not need to rely on someone else to fill the gaps in her life. She has everything within her to create the life she desires, and she learns that her happiness is not dependent on another person's love or approval. In addition, a woman without a husband can find great freedom in her independence. She is in control of her own life, her decisions, and her destiny. There is no one else to answer to, no compromises to make, and no need to seek approval or permission. This autonomy allows her to chart her own course, to follow her own dreams, and to live a life that is authentic to her. She can pursue her career, travel, and engage in activities that bring her joy without the constraints of a partnership. She is free to create a life that is uniquely hers without having to conform to anyone else's expectations. While many people might look at a woman without a husband and assume she is lacking something, the truth is far from that. She has everything she needs within her to live a fulfilling and meaningful life. The idea that she needs a husband to feel complete is not only misleading but also disempowering. It suggests that a woman cannot be her best self unless she is in a relationship. This notion does a disservice to women as it undermines their capacity to live independently, to thrive on their own, and to find fulfillment outside of a romantic partnership. A woman without a husband is not waiting for someone to complete her. She is not sitting idle, hoping for a partner to come along and make her life better. She is living her life with purpose, joy, and fulfillment, knowing that the right people will come into her life at the right time. She does not need anyone to define her or to validate her existence. She knows that her worth is inherent and that she is worthy of love, success, and happiness on her own terms. The woman who stands without a husband is a reminder to all of us that we do not need anyone else to make us whole. We are already whole, and we have the power to create the life we want. She teaches us that our worth comes from within, and that our value is not dependent on external factors, but on how we see ourselves. And when the right person does come along, it will be because she is already whole and complete, and together they will create something even greater. The strength and resilience of a woman without a husband is often underestimated, but the truth is that her life is not incomplete. She is not missing something, and she is certainly not lacking. In fact, the woman who stands on her own is often one of the most empowered, self-aware, and purpose-driven individuals you'll meet. She does not need a relationship to define her value or her purpose in life. Her worth is found in her identity, her inner strength, and her ability to navigate life with confidence and grace, regardless of her relationship status. There is a societal tendency to place a woman's worth in the context of her relationship status, specifically her being married. The cultural narrative often suggests that a woman's life is somehow less fulfilled or less complete without a husband, but that could not be further from the truth. A woman without a husband does not have to rely on anyone else to complete her. She is already whole. She is the sum of her experiences, her dreams, her skills, and her heart, all of which make her uniquely beautiful and powerful. Being without a husband does not diminish a woman's sense of self. On the contrary, it provides her with the space and time to discover her true self. When a woman is single, she has the freedom to focus on her own aspirations and dreams. She is not constrained by the expectations or obligations that often come with a partnership. She can build her life on her own terms, pursue her career, nurture her relationships, and engage in activities that bring her joy, all without the need to answer to anyone else. Singlehood offers the opportunity for personal growth and self-improvement. This time is a gift that allows a woman to refine her goals, focus on her career, and invest in her personal development. She has the power to define her own path without being swayed by another person's opinion or needs. This independence fosters confidence and a sense of empowerment that carries her through life, whether she remains single or eventually enters into a partnership. During this time, a woman learns to embrace herself, flaws and all. She understands that her worth is not defined by her relationship status, but by the person she is becoming. A woman without a husband is often able to create a life that is in alignment with her values and desires. She is able to set her own priorities and make decisions that are best for her without the compromises that a partnership might require. This freedom allows her to follow her passions, pursue her dreams, and shape her future in ways that are truly authentic to who she is. She has the opportunity to invest time in herself, to cultivate her talents, and to build a foundation that will support her for years to come. A woman who embraces her singlehood understands that her happiness is not dependent on someone else's presence in her life, but on her ability to love herself, pursue her dreams, and find fulfillment in her own journey. In addition to personal growth, being without a husband can provide a woman with the opportunity to heal. For many women, a relationship may have ended, whether through divorce, loss, or heartbreak. This period of being single allows her to focus on healing and rebuilding. It gives her the space to reflect on her past experiences, learn from them, and grow stronger in the process. She doesn't need to be in a relationship to prove her worth. She can find strength in the lessons learned from her past and the hope for her future. In this space, a woman becomes more resilient, more self-assured, and more determined to create the life she desires. Singlehood also teaches a woman the value of her own company. It allows her to learn how to be content with herself, how to enjoy her own presence, and how to find peace and joy in solitude. Being alone does not mean being lonely. On the contrary, it often leads to a deeper understanding of oneself. A woman who is comfortable in her own company is empowered to face life's challenges with confidence. She knows that she does not need a partner to complete her because she is already whole. This sense of self-sufficiency provides a foundation of strength that will serve her, whether she chooses to remain single or eventually enter into a relationship. The narrative that a woman without a husband is somehow less is damaging and unfair. She is not incomplete. She is a whole, powerful, and capable individual. Her worth is not tied to her relationship status, but to her character, her dreams, and the love she has for herself. She has the ability to create a fulfilling life, regardless of whether or not she is in a relationship. This woman stands as a powerful example of what it means to embrace life with confidence, independence, and self-love. When the right relationship does come along, it will be an addition to her life, not something that defines or completes her. She will not need someone to fill the gaps because she is already complete on her own. The relationship will be a beautiful partnership that enhances her life, but it will never be the thing that defines her worth. A woman without a husband is already whole, already valuable, and already capable of creating a life filled with joy, purpose, and fulfillment. She is a woman of strength, resilience, and undeniable beauty. A woman without a husband is often viewed through a lens of sympathy or misunderstanding. Society has long perpetuated the idea that a woman needs a partner to be complete, that she is somehow lacking if she is not married. However, this perspective is not only limiting but also far from the truth. A woman without a husband is not a woman who is incomplete or deficient in any way. On the contrary, she is often one of the most powerful individuals you will encounter. Her life, while unique, is rich with opportunity, growth, and potential. One of the most important things to understand about a woman who stands without a husband is that her worth is not defined by her relationship status. She is not less because she is single. In fact, she is often more in tune with her own needs, desires, and goals than many who are constantly adjusting to the needs of a partner. A woman without a husband has the freedom to explore who she is without the influence or constraints of another person. She is free to chart her own course, pursue her passions, and build her life on her own terms. This autonomy is not something to be pitied or looked down upon. Rather, it is something to be admired and celebrated. In the absence of a partner, a woman often becomes her own greatest ally and source of strength. She learns to rely on herself for emotional support, decision-making, and direction. This builds a deep sense of confidence and independence. It allows her to cultivate a strong inner foundation that can withstand life's challenges. She does not need anyone to complete her because she understands that she is already complete. The sense of self-worth that comes from standing strong in your own independence is invaluable. It is this strength that enables a woman to navigate life with grace, even in the face of adversity. Moreover, being without a husband does not mean a woman is alone or isolated. Often, the absence of a partner allows a woman to invest more in her relationships with family, friends, and herself. She can foster deep, meaningful connections with the people in her life. She has the freedom to spend time nurturing her friendships, pursuing her interests, and focusing on personal growth. This time without a partner can be incredibly enriching, as it allows a woman to develop a rich inner life and to engage in activities and passions that might otherwise be put aside. She may find herself more present and engaged with those around her because she has more time and energy to dedicate to these relationships. Being single also gives a woman the opportunity to explore personal growth and self-discovery. Without the demands of a relationship, she can focus on building her own life. She can set goals that are uniquely her own, work towards her dreams, and invest in her personal development. She has the freedom to travel, take risks, and make decisions that align with her values and aspirations. This journey of self-discovery is incredibly empowering as it allows a woman to build a life that is deeply fulfilling, regardless of whether or not she has a partner to share it with. A woman without a husband can also find empowerment in the process of healing. Whether she has been through a difficult breakup, divorce, or personal loss, this time of singlehood often provides the space she needs to heal. Healing is a vital part of personal growth, and when a woman takes the time to focus on herself during these challenging times, she emerges stronger, wiser, and more resilient. This healing process allows her to rebuild her confidence, gain clarity about her needs, and cultivate a deep sense of self-love. In this time, she also learns how to become comfortable with her own company. For many women, being alone can be a source of discomfort. Society teaches us that being alone is synonymous with loneliness, but a woman without a husband can learn that solitude is not something to be feared, but something to embrace. She learns how to enjoy her own company, to be at peace with herself, and to find fulfillment in her own life. This ability to enjoy solitude is one of the most powerful things a woman can cultivate, as it means that she is never dependent on another person for her happiness. She becomes her own source of joy, and this sense of self-sufficiency is truly empowering. Additionally, being without a husband does not mean a woman is unable to experience love or meaningful connections. She may find love in many different forms through friendships, family relationships, or her work. The absence of a romantic partner does not diminish her capacity to love and be loved. In fact, it often deepens her ability to connect with others, as she is free to give love without the expectations or constraints that sometimes come with romantic relationships. Her love is not limited by the parameters of a marriage. It is expansive and abundant. A woman without a husband must remember that her life is not on hold. She does not need to wait for a partner to validate her existence or to feel that her life is fulfilling. She is already living a full and meaningful life. She is constantly growing, evolving, and moving forward. Whether she remains single or eventually enters into a relationship, her value and worth are not tied to her marital status. She is whole, capable, and deserving of all the love, success, and joy that life has to offer. The woman without a husband is not incomplete. She is a force of strength, beauty, and resilience. She is on her own journey, one that is just as valuable and fulfilling as anyone else's. Her worth comes from within, and she knows that she is enough just as she is. A woman without a husband is often perceived through a lens of pity, and many people assume that she is incomplete or missing something in her life. However, this perspective fails to recognize the richness and depth of her life. The truth is that a woman without a husband is far from incomplete. She is, in fact, a whole, powerful, and dynamic individual who is capable of shaping her life and destiny in profound ways. Her value is not defined by the presence or absence of a man, but by the strength, resilience, and independence she carries within her. The misconception that a woman needs a husband to be fulfilled or to find purpose is rooted in societal expectations and traditional norms. These outdated views suggest that a woman's life only gains meaning when she is part of a couple, often ignoring the fact that a single woman has the freedom to build her own narrative, independent of anyone else's expectations. A woman who does not have a husband is not someone who is waiting for fulfillment to arrive. She is already living a life of purpose, guided by her own vision of happiness, success, and self-empowerment. One of the most significant advantages of being a woman without a husband is the autonomy it provides. Without a partner to consult or make decisions for, she has the freedom to shape her life in whatever way she desires. She can make choices based on her own dreams, goals, and values without compromise. This independence allows her to take ownership of her time, resources, and energy, enabling her to invest in areas of her life that bring her the most fulfillment. Whether it's focusing on her career, pursuing personal passions, or dedicating time to self-care, she has the flexibility to create a life that reflects her unique desires and ambitions. A woman without a husband can cultivate a sense of self-sufficiency that strengthens her confidence and sense of self-worth. She is forced to rely on her own resources, resilience, and problem-solving skills to navigate life's challenges. As a result, she becomes deeply self-reliant, knowing that she has the ability to handle whatever comes her way. This independence builds her inner strength, enabling her to face adversity with courage and determination. She doesn't need a man to validate her worth because she already knows her own value. In addition to self-reliance, being without a husband offers a unique opportunity for personal growth and self-discovery. Without the distractions or obligations of a relationship, a woman has the space to focus on her own development. This could mean pursuing education, developing new skills, or engaging in activities that nurture her personal growth. She can take risks, explore new passions, and embrace opportunities for learning and growth without the need to consider how a partner might feel about it. She has the freedom to push herself beyond her limits, expanding her horizons and discovering what she is truly capable of. Additionally, being without a husband offers a woman the time to heal and reflect on her past. For those who have gone through difficult relationships, the absence of a partner can provide the space needed to recover and rebuild. Whether it's from a divorce, the loss of a partner, or a painful breakup, this time allows her to process her emotions, learn from her experiences, and emerge stronger. It is during this period of healing that a woman can rebuild her self-esteem, reassess her values, and create a vision for her future. She can use the lessons from her past to inform the way she navigates her life going forward, making choices that align with her true self. Being single also allows a woman to strengthen her relationships with others. Without the demands of a romantic relationship, she can invest more time and energy into her friendships and family. These relationships often take a back seat when a person is in a committed partnership, but being without a husband gives a woman the opportunity to nurture the people who are closest to her. She can be there for her friends, offer support to her family, and build deeper connections with those she loves. This sense of connection and support is vital for personal fulfillment, and it reminds a woman that her life is rich with love and meaning, even if she is not in a romantic relationship. Being without a husband does not mean being alone. While some may view singlehood as a period of loneliness, a woman who embraces her independence often finds peace and joy in her own company. She learns to enjoy solitude and discover the beauty of being alone. In fact, being single provides the opportunity for introspection and personal reflection, allowing a woman to connect with her inner self on a deeper level. She can find comfort in her own presence, cultivate hobbies that bring her joy, and build a life that feels complete without needing anyone else to fill the gaps. A woman without a husband is also a woman who can redefine love and fulfillment on her own terms. She does not have to conform to society's expectations of what a woman's life should look like. She can find happiness in ways that are authentic to her, whether that means pursuing a career, traveling the world, or engaging in creative endeavors. She is not bound by the limitations of traditional relationship structures, but is free to create a fulfilling and meaningful life that aligns with her own desires. The idea that a woman without a husband is somehow incomplete or lesser is an outdated and harmful belief. A woman who stands alone is not missing something. Rather, she is whole and powerful in her own right. She is a force to be reckoned with, capable of achieving great things, forming deep relationships, and living a life full of purpose and joy. Whether she chooses to remain single or eventually finds a partner, her worth is not determined by her relationship status. She is already enough exactly as she is. The woman without a husband is a testament to strength, independence, and resilience. She has built a life for herself that is rich in love, passion, and purpose, and she is not defined by the absence of a romantic partner. She is a whole, complete individual who is fully capable of living a life of fulfillment and joy, regardless of her relationship status. She is a woman to be admired, not pitied, for the power and beauty she embodies. A woman without a husband is often seen through a particular lens, one that tends to focus on her perceived lack or incompleteness. Society often implies that without a partner, a woman is missing something essential, that her life somehow lacks fulfillment or purpose. But this view is not only limiting, it's also far from the truth. A woman without a husband is not incomplete. She is a powerful, capable, and multifaceted individual who has the potential to shape her life in ways that others may never even dream of. The idea that a woman's value is tied to her relationship status is an outdated and harmful concept. For centuries, women have been taught that they must fulfill a particular role within a marriage or romantic relationship to feel validated, to be seen as whole. But a woman's worth is not determined by her relationship status. Whether she is married, single, or somewhere in between, she is valuable, capable, and deserving of respect. Her life does not require validation from a partner. It stands on its own merits. One of the most significant strengths of a woman without a husband is her independence. She has the freedom to define her life on her own terms. She does not need to seek permission or approval from a partner before making decisions about her career, her passions, or her future. This independence enables her to create a life that is deeply fulfilling and authentic to her, not influenced by someone else's expectations or desires. She is free to pursue her dreams, make her own choices, and explore the world in her own way. Whether it's taking on new challenges in her career, traveling the globe, or simply enjoying her hobbies, she is in complete control of how she spends her time and energy. Another powerful aspect of being a woman without a husband is the ability to focus entirely on self-growth. Without the demands of a relationship, she can dedicate time and energy to her own personal development. This could mean advancing her education, learning new skills, or delving deeper into the things that bring her joy and fulfillment. A woman who is single often has more time to invest in her mental, physical, and emotional well-being. She can prioritize her health, engage in self-care practices, and pursue goals that contribute to her overall sense of well-being. This self-focus allows her to build a strong foundation of self-love and self-respect, which is essential for navigating the ups and downs of life. Additionally, being without a husband often means having the opportunity to heal. Whether it's from a past relationship, the loss of a loved one, or a difficult personal experience, time spent alone can be incredibly healing. Without the emotional complications that come with a romantic relationship, a woman can reflect on her past, process her emotions, and rebuild herself. This period of healing allows her to regain her sense of self and emerge stronger and more resilient. It also gives her the space to reevaluate her goals, desires, and aspirations, helping her to make more informed and conscious decisions about her future. For many women, being single offers the opportunity to reconnect with their own passions and interests. In a relationship, it's easy to lose sight of what truly excites and inspires you. But when you're without a husband, you have the freedom to rediscover what makes you feel alive. A woman can delve into creative pursuits, whether it's painting, writing, dancing, or something else entirely. She can spend time cultivating the hobbies that bring her joy without the need to compromise or divide her time. This creative freedom allows her to express herself in ways that might have been stifled in the past, helping her to discover new talents and passions along the way. Being without a husband also allows a woman to form deeper, more meaningful connections with others. Without the focus on a romantic partner, she can nurture her friendships and family relationships. She has the time and emotional energy to invest in the people she cares about, strengthening those bonds in ways that might not have been possible if she were in a committed relationship. These relationships become a source of support, love, and fulfillment, and they play a vital role in helping a woman feel connected and valued in her life. A woman without a husband often builds a network of strong, supportive people who uplift and inspire her, making her feel deeply loved and appreciated. Additionally, being single gives a woman the space to enjoy solitude and embrace the peace that comes with being alone. In a world that often equates loneliness with sadness, being alone can actually be a source of strength and rejuvenation. A woman without a husband learns to enjoy her own company, to be at peace with herself, and to find joy in the quiet moments of life. This solitude can be a powerful tool for self-reflection and self-discovery. It allows her to tune into her own thoughts and emotions, to assess where she is in life, and to make decisions that are aligned with her true self. It also helps her to appreciate her own worth and to see that she does not need anyone else to complete her. She is already whole, and this realization can be deeply empowering. A woman without a husband also experiences the joy of complete autonomy. She doesn't have to navigate the compromises and sacrifices that often come with a partnership. She is free to make decisions about where to live, what to do, and how to spend her time without having to consult or consider another person's preferences. This freedom can be incredibly liberating. It allows her to experience life on her own terms, to make choices that bring her joy, and to live in a way that feels authentic and true to herself. The idea that a woman without a husband is incomplete or lacking is a misconception. A woman who stands alone is powerful, capable, and deserving of respect and admiration. Her life is rich with possibility and opportunity, and her worth is not defined by her relationship status. She is already whole, and it is this inner strength and self-awareness that makes her truly remarkable. Whether she remains single or eventually finds a partner, she is enough exactly as she is. And she should never feel that her life is any less meaningful or valuable simply because she does not have a husband. A woman without a husband often finds herself in a position where her value and identity are questioned by societal norms and expectations. Society for generations has placed emphasis on the idea that a woman is only complete if she is in a relationship or married. But this idea is a misconception. A woman without a husband is not a woman in lack or incomplete. She is an individual with immense potential, strength, and purpose. Her life is hers to create, shape, and live in the way she chooses. There is nothing about being without a husband that diminishes her worth or defines her life negatively. Being a woman without a husband means having the freedom to live life on her own terms, to make decisions based solely on her desires, needs, and ambitions. She does not need the approval of anyone else to pursue her goals, dreams, or passions. This freedom is empowering. She can make choices that reflect who she is and what she values without having to navigate through compromises or joint decision-making that typically comes with a partnership. She can chart her own course and steer her life in the direction that feels right for her, unburdened by external expectations or pressures. This autonomy is one of the greatest benefits of being a woman without a husband. She has the ability to focus on her own personal growth, development, and well-being. Whether it is advancing her career, exploring new interests, or simply taking the time to nurture herself emotionally and mentally, the time and space to grow and evolve is invaluable. A woman without a husband is in a unique position to fully invest in herself without the distractions or demands that often come with a relationship. This is a crucial time for self-reflection and self-improvement. She can prioritize her health, wellness, and ambitions, knowing that her success is entirely in her own hands. In addition to personal growth, being a woman without a husband provides the opportunity to be completely self-reliant. This does not mean that she should isolate herself or refrain from seeking help when needed, but it does mean that she learns to navigate the world on her own terms. She learns to solve problems, make tough decisions, and manage challenges without relying on anyone else. Over time, this self-reliance builds confidence and resilience. She knows she is capable of handling whatever life throws her way because she has done so on her own. There is a deep sense of satisfaction and pride in knowing that you can stand on your own 2 feet, that you can succeed or fail based solely on your own choices and actions. Moreover, the absence of a husband gives a woman the opportunity to focus on other important relationships in her life. Friendships, family bonds, and even professional relationships become focal points for her attention and energy. Without the dynamics of a romantic relationship demanding her time and energy, she can invest deeply in the people who matter most to her. She can offer support, love, and care to friends and family, and in return, receive it in abundance. These relationships, built on mutual respect and understanding, become a core source of strength and fulfillment. A woman without a husband is not alone. She has a support system of people who are there for her through thick and thin. The freedom to connect with others is not limited to close family and friends. Being a woman without a husband allows for deeper and more meaningful interactions with a wide range of people. She can engage in social circles without the constraints of feeling obligated to prioritize a partner. She can make new connections, form new friendships, and explore the world around her with an open heart. In the absence of a husband, she is free to define her relationships on her own terms, choosing those who add value to her life and contribute to her growth and happiness. Another important aspect of being a woman without a husband is the opportunity for healing and self-discovery. For women who have gone through difficult or toxic relationships, time spent without a partner can be a period of much-needed reflection and recovery. This time allows her to process past experiences, let go of old wounds, and begin to heal. During this period of self-care, she can rediscover her passions, goals, and aspirations and begin to build a vision of what she wants her life to look like moving forward. The space to heal without the distractions of a relationship can be incredibly transformative. It gives a woman the chance to rebuild her self-esteem, reassess her values, and redefine her personal and professional goals with a newfound sense of clarity and strength. A woman without a husband is not someone who is incomplete or missing something vital. She is a woman with a rich, full life of her own making. She is capable, powerful, and independent. She has the freedom to create a life that reflects her own desires to grow, heal, and explore, and to build meaningful relationships. Being without a husband does not diminish her worth. Rather, it allows her to embrace her own potential and shape her destiny in a way that is entirely hers. She is enough exactly as she is,